Do you have an indicator on your dashboard showing that you've got a bulb out? Well, I'm going to show you how to identify which one it is and how to fix it. Let's do it. First thing I'm going to do is turn my lights on, and we'll take a walk around the car and see what's working and what's not. I can see both headlights are working. Of course, this light here is the blinker. That's not working because I don't have that on. And the lights on the side are both working. Let's check the other side. And the same thing. We're all good here. Let's go around to the back. This side's looking good. Of course, our blinker's not on. And this is the reverse light here. So we're good there. Oh! And we've got a burned out bulb. That one's good. This one's out. That one's good. Let's pull that bulb out, see if it's burned out or if we've got a wiring problem. First thing we want to do is open the trunk lid. Now our lens is right here. Our lens is right behind here. So I can see we've got to remove this carpet. You might have a plastic panel. If you've got an SUV, there might be a plastic panel, might be carpet like this. But these little tools here I got at Harbor Freight. I think they're regularly $8. I got them for $4. They're handy. These little clips, you just get that behind there and pop these off. And if you don't have these tools, you can just use a screwdriver. You just want to be careful and not break them. But these come in handy for that, removing trim, anything like that. All right, we've got that removed. And now I can see that this screw here is holding that panel on. We'll remove that, and we can pull this back. Set this out of the way. And here we are on the back side of the light. There are 2 screws. There's another screw down here, but that looks like it's below the lens. And then we've got a clip over here. So I'm going to take those screws out first. Just a little nut on the end of it. Then we've got this clip over here, and it looks like the metal is showing, the edge of the metal right here and on the bottom, but it's not on the 2 sides. So that tells me this clip comes in and then pops out. So I just want to push that in like that. Work it out. There we go. And now you can see the edge of the metal all the way around there. That tells me it's been released. Now let's pull the lens out. There we go. There's a bulb here, and one over here and one here. And the one that's burned out is right here. So I'm going to say we need to pull this one out. And to remove this, you just turn this counterclockwise to take it out. Maybe 1/8 of a turn. Maybe 1/4 turn. And it pops right out. To pull the bulb out, you push down, it's spring loaded, and you just turn it 1/8 of a turn, and it pulls right out. Now let's go over to the workbench. I want to show you something about these bulbs. All right, here's our bulb. And you can see it's kind of black. And I don't know if you can see in there, but there's particles floating around. And so the bulb's burned out. Okay, these bulbs are real simple. There's not much to it at all. There's a number on here. And you can't see it, but maybe you can. Right here has a number, 1157. So when you go to the store, the auto parts store, Walmart, wherever, you want to get an auto bulb 1157. If you don't get this number, but it looks the same, it might have these 2 tabs at the same level and not offset. So they are different. And some of the bulbs only have 1 contact point on the bottom instead of 2. So your key is to match up the number on the bulb. I've got another bulb here that looks good, and it also is an 1157. And you can see the nubs are offset, and I've got my 2 contact points on the bottom. It doesn't look burned out. Let's go ahead and install it and see if it fixes our problem. So this is just the opposite of taking it apart. Put the bulb in, push down. I must have it backwards because it's not going. Like I said, one's high and one's low. So put the bulb in, push down, turn, and it's locked in. Then we can put it back in the socket here. And it's just an 1/8 of a turn clockwise. There, we got it in now. Now just an 1/8 of a turn clockwise. Locks it in. And now we can set it back in place. And because I used a bulb I had laying around here, it looks fine. But I'm going to go ahead and check it before I put this back together. Side light, rear lights. The one we changed is working fine. The other side light's fine. I'm going to check the brake lights. I assume that's working, but of course I can't see that. If you've got somebody to help you, you're all set. Just have them sit in the car, hit the brake, and you can see that it works or doesn't work. But I'm going to show you a little trick that I do since I'm alone to see if they're working. Now if you're alone, checking the brake light is very easy. You just take a stick, put it against the brake pedal, set it down on your seat, move your seat forward, and you can tilt your seat forward too if you want. Puts pressure on the brake pedal, and now we can go back and check it out. And they're working fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off, take the stick off the pedal, we'll put it back together. And now to snap this back in, I put this little tab in first on the side. So I got that tab in, and now I can get the bolts through the holes. There we go. And just take the nuts, put them back on, and we'll snug them down. Don't have to go too tight, it's just plastic. Now we can put our carpet back in. And I'm just going to tuck it in like it was underneath that rubber trim. Good, 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 good. Put our tabs back in. And they just snap in. And our screw. Good. And the other tab. And now we'll double check to make sure our trouble light is off. Okay, we'll put our key in. Turn it. Start her up. And we've got no trouble lights. Beautiful. Lights on. Left blinker. Right blinker. Brights. Off. Brake lights. Beautiful. If this video was a help to you, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And I look forward to helping you with other projects online.